When you are unable to be present, expressed breast milk is the best option for your baby. So how do you safely store breast milk? If you are about to return to work, want to go to the gym, or simply want your partner to feed your baby every now and then so you can catch up on sleep, you can express your milk and store it for when it comes. When you are not present, given to the child expressed milk retains the majority of its health benefits and is far superior to any type of formula in the event of a missed feed. Good hygiene, on the other hand, is required to ensure that the stored milk is safe for your baby. What is the best method for storing breast milk? Although breast milk is always preferable to formula, freshly expressed breast milk is preferable to milk stored in the refrigerator, and milk stored in the refrigerator is preferable to frozen. Freshly extracted milk, in fact, has superior antibacterial properties and contains more antioxidants, vitamins, and fats than milk stored in the refrigerator or freezer. It is a good idea to label the container with the date of extraction so that the oldest one is always used. How long can it be stored at room temperature? The shorter the storage time, the higher the temperature. Colostrum, milk from the first days of life, can be stored at room temperature, 27 to 32 degrees C, for 12 hours. Ripe milk can be stored at the following temperatures: below 15 degrees C for 24 hours, 15 to 25 degrees C for 10 hours, and 25 to 37 degrees C for 4 hours. Breast milk storage in the refrigerator and freezer. Breast milk can be stored in the refrigerator, 0 to 4 degrees C, for 5 to 8 days. Breast milk can be stored in the refrigerator's freezer compartment for up to 2 weeks. Breast milk storage in the freezer. Breast milk can be stored in the freezer compartment with its own door for 3 to 4 months. Breast milk, on the other hand, can be kept in a separate freezer for up to 6 months. In the case of a premature baby or a child suffering from a serious illness, the storage times must be cut in half. Containers for storing breast milk. How should breast milk be frozen? If the milk is going to be frozen, use glass or thick plastic containers that have been thoroughly washed and dried. Glass, in particular, has some properties that make it more suitable for thorough washing. The dimensions of the storage containers are primarily determined by the amount of space available for cooling or freezing. It is therefore recommended to use containers that can hold 100 to 150 ml of milk, keeping in mind to always leave an empty container margin to allow for the volume increase caused by freezing. In general, it is preferable to stock up on small amounts of milk, 60 to 80 ml, to avoid waste. Bags used to store breast milk. There are disposable bags for collecting breast milk on the market that are sterile and should not be reused. They are useful when storage space is limited or when large quantities of milk must be produced. Instructions for using expressed breast milk. Preserved breast milk has a tendency to stratify with the fat, the creamy part, on top. Before feeding your baby, gently swirl the bottle to mix the layers. Mixing or shaking it vigorously may cause some of the milk's nutritional and protective components to be damaged. When the baby drinks breast milk from a bottle or a spouted cup, the bacteria in his mouth end up in the milk. As a result, it is best to dispose of any leftover milk within an hour or two. To avoid waste, keep expressed milk in small quantities and use only what is required. Bad smell and issues with storing thawed milk. What if the milk, once thawed, has a sour and rancid bad smell? The problem is with lipase, an enzyme found in breast milk that aids the baby in fat digestion. However, in some women, the content of this enzyme is so high that once the milk is pumped, the lipase begins to digest the fats, resulting in the typical smell and taste change. But let's be clear, the milk is fine. It hasn't gone bad, and it can be given to the baby without incident. The slightly sour taste will go unnoticed by the majority of children, while others may refuse it. However, before stocking up on milk, you can perform a test by storing 40 to 50 ml of expressed breast milk in the fridge for 24 hours. Before freezing the milk, if you notice a soapy, acid smell, heat it until bubbles form on the sides of the pot, but do not allow it to boil. This will help to stop the lipase from digesting milk. Breast milk should be quickly cooled and stored in the refrigerator or freezer at this point. How do you keep breast milk? Please leave a comment.